Hello and welcome, football fanatics. Another match day in the Premier League has come and gone, leaving a trail of exhilaration and heartbreak in its wake. It's a league where any team can beat any other on their day, a truth we were reminded of in spectacular fashion. From last-minute winners to individual brilliance, the action had it all. So, buckle up as we relive the drama, the goals, and the unforgettable moments that make the Premier League the most exciting league in the world. Kicking off the weekend's action was a London derby that lived up to the hype. Arsenal hosted Chelsea at the Emirates, and what a game it was. The Gunners came out firing on all cylinders, controlling possession and creating chances. A brace from Bukayo Saka and a stunning strike from Emile Smith-Rowe gave Arsenal a comfortable lead. Chelsea, however, showed their mettle, pulling 2 goals back to set up a tense finale. In the end, Arsenal held on for a 3-2 victory, sending their fans into raptures. Saturday brought a goal fest, with several matches producing high-scoring thrillers. The Premier League was alive with excitement as fans were treated to a feast of goals and dramatic moments that kept everyone on the edge of their seats. Liverpool continued their fine form with a 4-1 demolition of Brighton. The Reds were in scintillating form, showcasing their attacking prowess and leaving Brighton with no answers. The Anfield crowd was in full voice, celebrating every goal with unbridled joy. Mo Salah bagged another hat-trick, further solidifying his claim for the Golden Boot. Salah was simply unstoppable, weaving through defenders and finishing with clinical precision. His performance was a masterclass in forward play, and he received a standing ovation from the fans. Manchester City kept pace with a hard-fought 2-1 victory over a resilient Leicester City side. The match was a tactical battle, with City having to dig deep to secure the win. Leicester's defence was resolute, but City's relentless pressure eventually paid off. Meanwhile, Manchester United were held to a frustrating 2-2 draw at home to Aston Villa. United dominated possession and created numerous chances, but Villa's counter-attacks were lethal. The match was a rollercoaster of emotions for the fans. The Red Devils thought they had snatched a late winner only for VAR to rule it out for offside, much to the dismay of the Old Trafford faithful. The decision was met with a chorus of boos, and the frustration was palpable as the fans saw their hopes dashed in the final moments. The drama of the Premier League was on full display, reminding everyone why it's one of the most exciting leagues in the world. Super Sunday saw the Premier League title contenders face tricky away trips. Tottenham Hotspur travelled to the south coast to face Southampton. It was a cagey affair, with both teams creating chances but failing to convert. Harry Kane's second-half penalty proved to be the difference, securing a vital 1-0 win for Spurs. Elsewhere, Chelsea bounced back from their Friday night disappointment with a comfortable 3-0 victory over Crystal Palace. The Blues looked back to their best, with Romelu Lukaku scoring twice on his return from injury. The curtain came down on another pulsating weekend of Premier League action, filled with drama, excitement, and the kind of intensity that keeps fans on the edge of their seats. The highlight of the weekend was a Monday night clash between West Ham United and Leeds United, 2 teams with rich histories and passionate fan bases. Both teams came into the match in desperate need of a win, each looking to climb the league table and secure their positions for the rest of the season. The pressure was palpable, and it was clear that the stakes were high. The intensity of the situation was reflected in their approach to the game. From the very first whistle, it was evident that neither side was willing to back down. Every pass, every tackle, and every move was executed with precision and determination. The first half was a tense affair, with both teams playing cautiously, aware that a single mistake could prove costly. The midfield battle was fierce, with players from both sides fighting tooth and nail for control of the ball. Defences were on high alert, and neither side wanted to give an inch. The goalkeepers were kept busy, making crucial saves to keep their teams in the game. The fans watched with bated breath, hoping for a breakthrough. The second half followed a similar pattern, with both teams continuing to play with caution. The physical and mental toll of the match was evident, as players began to tire and the pace of the game slowed. Chances were few and far between, with both teams struggling to create clear-cut opportunities. There were moments of brilliance, but they were fleeting, and the defences held firm. In the end, the spoils were shared in a 0-0 draw, a result that did little for either side's ambitions. The players shook hands, acknowledging the hard-fought battle, but there was a sense of disappointment in the air. For the fans, it was a frustrating evening, as they had hoped for a decisive result. Both teams will need to regroup and refocus as they look ahead to their next fixtures, knowing that every point is crucial in the race for success. This weekend saw several players put in standout performances, showcasing the abundance of talent in the Premier League. Arsenal's young starlet, Bukayo Saka, continued his impressive form with a brace against Chelsea, while Mo Salah's hat-trick for Liverpool served as a timely reminder of his world-class ability. At the back, Chelsea's Thiago Silva rolled back the years with a commanding display against Crystal Palace, proving that age is just a number. This weekend was a treat for fans who appreciate the beautiful game, with several goals worthy of winning any match. Emile Smith-Rowe's long-range effort for Arsenal against Chelsea was a thing of beauty, leaving the goalkeeper with absolutely no chance. Manchester City's Kevin De Bruyne curled in a trademark free kick, reminding everyone why he is considered one of the best passers in the world. And let's not forget Mo Salah's stunning solo goal against Brighton, a moment of individual brilliance that left defenders trailing in his wake. Section 8, VR strikes again, or does it? Controversial calls and close calls. The Premier League has always been a hotbed for intense moments and dramatic decisions, but nothing has stirred the pot quite like the introduction of VR. As always, VR wasn't far from the headlines, with several decisions sparking debate and controversy. This season, the technology has been at the center of numerous contentious moments, leaving fans, players, and pundits divided. Manchester United were left fuming after Cristiano Ronaldo's late goal was ruled out for offside by the narrowest of margins. The decision was so close that it reignited the debate over the accuracy and fairness of VR's offside rulings. Meanwhile, a potential penalty shout for Liverpool was waved away, leaving fans and pundits alike scratching their heads. The incident occurred in a crucial match, and the decision not to award the penalty had significant implications for the game's outcome. Love it or loathe it, VR is here to stay, and it's clear that its implementation will continue to be a talking point in the Premier League. The technology was introduced to bring more accuracy and fairness to the game, but it has also brought its own set of challenges and controversies. One of the main criticisms of VAR is the time it takes to make decisions. Fans and players often find themselves waiting anxiously as referees consult the VR monitor, disrupting the flow of the game. This has led to calls for improvements in the system to make it more efficient. Another issue is the inconsistency in decisions. There have been instances where similar incidents have been judged differently, leading to accusations of bias and unfairness. This inconsistency has fueled the debate over whether VR is truly beneficial for the sport. Despite these challenges, there are also many who support VR, arguing that it has helped correct clear and obvious errors that would have otherwise gone unnoticed. They believe that, with time and refinement, VR can become an integral part of the game that enhances its fairness. Before the introduction of VR, controversial decisions were often left to the subjective judgment of the referee, leading to many infamous moments in football history. VR was brought in to address these issues, but it has also shown that technology is not infallible. The role of the VR officials is crucial, as they are responsible for reviewing footage and communicating with the on-field referee. Their decisions can have a significant impact on the outcome of matches, making their role both important and highly scrutinized. The debate over VR extends beyond the pitch, with fans and pundits discussing its impact on social media and sports shows. Opinions are divided, with some calling for its abolition and others advocating for its continued use with improvements. In the end, VR is a tool that aims to bring more fairness to the game, but it is not without its flaws. As the Premier League continues to evolve, so too will the use of VAR, with the hope that it will ultimately enhance the beautiful game. Section 9, Shifting Sands, the impact on the league table. This weekend's results have shaken up the Premier League table, with several teams capitalising on slip-ups from their rivals. Arsenal's victory over Chelsea saw them climb to the top of the table, at least for now. Liverpool and Manchester City remain hot on their heels, while Manchester United's draw leaves them with ground to make up. At the other end of the table, the relegation battle is heating up, with every point crucial at this stage of the season. Section 10, the drama continues. What's next in the Premier League? And so, another chapter in the Premier League story comes to a close. But the drama is far from over. Next weekend promises more twists and turns, with several mouth-watering clashes on the cards. Can Arsenal maintain their impressive start? Will Liverpool and Manchester City continue their relentless pursuit? And which teams will rise to the occasion in the battle against relegation? One thing's for sure, we're in for another thrilling ride. Section 11. Join the conversation, share your thoughts. That's all from me for now. But the conversation doesn't end here. Head over to our social media channels and let us know your thoughts on this weekend's action. What was your favorite moment? Which goal left you speechless? And what are your predictions for the weeks to come? We can't wait to hear from you. Until next time, keep the faith and keep loving the beautiful game.